How did a janitor end up court-martialing a major? I found out when Danny Walsh, our base maintenance guy, accidentally uncovered the biggest corruption scandal in our unit's history. Danny had been cleaning buildings at Fort Carson for 12 years. Quiet guy, minded his own business, emptied trash cans and mopped floors without bothering anyone. Most officers barely noticed he existed. That changed when Major Kevin Brooks got assigned to our logistics unit. Guy was supposedly this hotshot West Point graduate with big ideas about efficiency and cost-cutting. Came in talking about modernizing our supply chain. Danny worked the night shift in the headquarters building. Usually had the place to himself from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Perfect setup for someone who liked solitude and steady work. 3 months after Brooks arrived, Danny started noticing weird things. Major's office light would be on at 2 a.m. when it should be empty. Computer still running when everyone else had gone home hours ago. Then Danny found the invoices. Stack of papers left on Brooks' desk while he was cleaning. Normal procedure was to dust around documents, never read them. But one number caught his eye. $47,000 for office supplies for 1 month. Danny had been ordering supplies for that building for 12 years. Knew exactly what everything cost. That invoice was for more than they spent in a whole year. Started paying closer attention after that. Found more invoices, vehicle maintenance bills that didn't match the actual work orders, food service contracts for events that never happened. Always the same company name on every fake bill. Danny wasn't an investigator, but he wasn't stupid either. 12 years of military service taught him what normal looked like. This wasn't normal. The breakthrough came when he found Brooks's personal notebook. Left it open on his desk during a late night cleaning. Full of handwritten calculations, bank account numbers, meeting schedules with someone called Mike from the contracting company. Brooks was billing the government for services that never happened, then splitting the money with his civilian partner. Classic fraud scheme that had been running for months. Danny photographed everything with his phone, took pictures of invoices, the notebook, computer screens showing fake transactions, built a file over 2 weeks of evidence gathering. Question was what to do with it. Danny was a GS-7 civilian employee. Brooks was a field grade officer with connections. Who would believe a janitor over a major? That's when Danny remembered his nephew Tyler. Kid was a military police investigator at another base. Called him for advice without mentioning names or details. Tyler told him the magic words. Inspector General. Every military installation has one. Their job is investigating fraud, waste, and abuse. They don't care about rank when evidence is solid. Danny made an appointment with Lieutenant Colonel Sarah Mitchell, our base IG. Walked into her office with a manila envelope full of photographs and documentation. Expected her to dismiss him. Instead, she spent 3 hours going through every piece of evidence. Asked detailed questions about timing, locations, what he'd observed personally. 3 days later, CID agents raided Brooks' office, found additional evidence on his computer, financial records showing $200,000 in fraudulent billing over 8 months. Brooks tried claiming it was all administrative errors. Hard to explain away handwritten notes calculating kickback percentages and meeting schedules with co-conspirators. The court-martial lasted 2 weeks. Danny testified for 4 hours. Explained how he discovered the invoices, what made him suspicious, why the numbers didn't add up. Defense attorney tried painting him as a disgruntled employee making false accusations. Strategy backfired when Danny calmly walked through 12 years of exemplary service records. Brooks got convicted on 14 counts of fraud and conspiracy. Sentenced to 6 years in military prison, forfeiture of all pay and allowances, dismissal from service. His civilian partner got 12 years in federal prison. Their contracting company got banned from all government work permanently. Danny received a Civilian Achievement Award and $5,000 cash bonus for exposing the fraud. Also got transferred to day shift with a promotion to building supervisor. Brooks' replacement was a captain who made a point of learning every civilian employee's name. First week on the job, he stopped by Danny's office personally. Just wanted you to know that what you did took real courage. This unit's better because you spoke up. Danny just nodded and went back to his supply inventory. 6 months later, they named the building's main conference room after him. The plaque reads, Daniel Walsh Integrity Conference Room. Danny still works there, still keeps the place spotless, still pays attention to things that don't look right.